3 methods to improve your website's user experience. In this day and age, many webmasters still underestimate the value of providing a good user experience for their visitors. They don't realize just how much they're missing out in terms of leads and sales. If you care about your business, then stay tuned to this presentation. Today, we're going to learn about the 3 methods you can use to improve your website's user experience. Number 1. Improve page speed. Page speed plays an important role in your website's user experience. No one wants to hang around forever waiting for your website to load. The slower your site, the higher the chances people are going to hit that back button or close their browser tab in frustration. However, when your site loads quickly and people can easily find the information they're looking for, then Google and other search engines will take note and possibly reward your site with better rankings. Number 2. Plenty of white space. Some webmasters don't believe in utilizing white space, and they want to cram as much information as possible into their website. They think giving their users plenty of options is good for their business. However, the truth is, no one wants to have a million different things going on their screens. Are they supposed to read your article, watch your video, click on that flashing banner, or what? People have limited attention spans online. Don't distract them any further. When you implement plenty of white space in your site's design, then people are going to be able to find the information they're looking for. You can help direct their attention and get them to follow your call to action. Number 3. Use images and videos. There's a popular saying that goes, "A picture paints 1,000 words." You should use images that convey what your business and your website is all about. If you're selling a service, then use relevant images and videos that showcase what your service is all about. Try to stay away from stock photos though. People can tell stock photos from a mile away. Use your own images. If you don't have some nice shots, take the time to capture your business in action, or hire a professional to do it for you. Videos work even better to capture your brand's authenticity. Think of ways you can use both images and video to capture your audience's attention. 5 of the biggest benefits of having a fast-loading website for your brand or business. Everyone hates slow websites. Imagine going to Google to look up something that really matters to you, and you click on a link and wait some more. Well, if you were in a hurry, you'd have hit that back button on your browser after 1 to 2 seconds. That's lost traffic and quite possibly lost revenue for that website. I'm sure you wouldn't want to be in that position. So, here's a list of some of the top benefits of having a speedy website. Number 1. More visitors. When your site loads fast, you'll have more people landing on your site since they won't feel the need to hit their browser's back button. Time is money, so if you're spending money on ads just to get people to visit your site, then you're wasting it. You put up a site so people can visit it. Make sure they actually land there. Number 2. More leads and sales. Since online sales is pretty much a numbers game, just like in the offline world, then you need lots and lots of visitors if you want to have a good conversion rate. The more visitors you have, the higher the chances someone's actually going to take you up on an offer. Number 3. Lower bounce rates. When people visit your site, they do nothing there. No clicking through to another page or your links, no filling out of any form, no engagement whatsoever. Then that leads to higher bounce rates. When you've got a slow site, people will have very little incentive to check out what you have to offer. They'll leave in droves, and that leads to high bounce rates for your site. Number 4. Better experience for your users. You want people to keep on coming back to your site? Make sure it loads fast. If you publish great content and people know they don't have to wait for ages for your content to load, then that leads to a much better experience for everyone who visits your site. Number 5. Better ranking on search engines. Search engines love fast-loading sites, and they reward these sites with better rankings in their search results pages. Work on improving your site's speed, your site's user experience, and in time, you'll be justly rewarded by search engines. 3 biggest reasons why your website is slow and how you can go about fixing it. Let's begin. Number 1. Bad hosting. There are loads of web hosting companies nowadays, and choosing the best one for your business is not always easy. There may be some big web hosts that come to mind when someone asks you if you know any good hosting companies. But popularity doesn't always translate to speed. To make sure you're getting the best bang for your buck, you need to do some research. If you're subscribed to the cheapest shared hosting plan, then maybe it's time for an upgrade. In the web hosting world, you do get what you pay for. The more expensive the plan, the better the resources allocated to your site. But of course, if you only get a few hundred or a few thousand visitors a day, then it may be overkill to go to the most expensive hosting plan. Analyze your website's needs and choose a plan that will be cost-effective and won't hurt your website loading times. Number 2, optimized images. Image compression is not something many people bother with. After all, it can get annoying to have to spend some time resizing and optimizing every image you'll upload to your site. However, the harsh truth is, if you want your pages to load quickly, you need to look into optimizing your images. There are a bunch of tools you can choose from, both free and premium. Some even offer batch resizing. If you're in need of a good free tool, then head over to TinyPing, tinyping.com, or PicResize, PicResize.com. Number 3, code issues. Your website is basically just a bunch of codes put together. When someone visits your site, their browser has to load your site's HTML, style sheets, JavaScript, etc. If any of these codes don't play well with each other, then it can affect your website speed. Minifying your code is one way to reduce code clutter. It helps you improve your page speed too. Another option is called gzip. It reduces your web page's weight, which leads to faster loading pages. If you're on WordPress, don't go plugin happy and install all cool plugins you find. This only increases the risk of plugins conflicting with each other and eventually causing problems to your site. Excessive white spaces, inline stylings, empty new lines, and unnecessary comments can make the website style sheet grow larger in size. 6 secrets to speed up your WordPress website. WordPress is the most popular content management system, CMS, in the world. In fact, a third of all websites in the world run on WordPress. However, not many people know how to optimize their WordPress sites to make it load faster. If this sounds like you, then don't worry. In this presentation, you're going to learn the top 6 secrets to speed up your WordPress website. Number 1, update WordPress and your plugins regularly. WordPress gets frequently updated thanks to its global community of developers who work together to fix bugs, add new features, and so much more. When you don't update your version of WordPress and your plugins, then you're leaving your site vulnerable to possible attacks. Over time, you'll notice your site will start performing sluggishly too. Number 2, choose a good host. Good hosting is a necessary investment for your website's success. The cheapest hosting plan is good for absolute beginners who don't expect tons of people visiting their site. However, once your site gains traction and more people visit it, then you need to upgrade your hosting as well. Number 3, use a well-coded theme. There are plenty of great-looking WordPress themes. However, as you probably already know, not all themes are created equal. Some theme developers add plenty of features to their themes without realizing it's become slow and bloated. Number 4, optimize your images. If you're uploading large images to your site, then you're contributing to your site's slower loading times. There's really no point in uploading a 5 megabyte file if a 500 kilobyte version looks exactly the same. There are plenty of image optimizing tools out there that reduce image file sizes drastically without any visible differences between the unoptimized and optimized images. Number 5, use a content delivery network. Content delivery networks help greatly with improving your page loading times. Your website files will be delivered from a server location closest to where your website visitor is located. This means less time is needed to load your site's files, which translates to faster loading times for your site. Number 6, delete unnecessary plugins. There are thousands of awesome plugins for WordPress. It's one of the reasons why the platform is so popular. You can change its looks, functionality, and so much more just by installing a plugin or two. The problem is people sometimes get carried away and just install plugin after plugin. Sometimes plugins will conflict with each other, which leads to slower loading times for your website. 4 free tools you can use to speed up your website. The joke's on you if you think you can get away with a slow-loading website. We're long past the dial-up technology stage. When people visit a website nowadays, they expect it to load right away. Not in 5 seconds, not in 10 seconds, and certainly not in 1 minute. If you need help figuring out which tools you can use to speed up your website, then don't worry. In this presentation, you're going to get your answers. Let's begin. Number 1, Pingdom Website Test. This tool will help you figure out just how slow or fast your website is. Simply plug into your website's URL. Select the location you want to test from. Then hit the Start Test button. Wait a few seconds, and you'll be presented with a summary of your results. Go through the data so you can figure out what you need to do to improve your site speed. Number 2, Cloudflare CDN. Cloudflare is one of the most popular content delivery networks, CDN, out there, thanks to its super affordable price tag. It's free. If you've got a lot of visitors from multiple countries, and you want to improve your page speed on their end, then a CDN is your answer. Instead of serving your website files from the other end of the globe, a CDN will serve your files from a server nearest your user's location. This logistically improves your website speed and improves your user's experience too. Number 3, W3 Total Cache. If you use WordPress for your website, then you absolutely need to install the W3 Total Cache plugin. It's free and it's easy to set up. If you get lost in the technical lingo, there are plenty of tutorials that can help you out with step-by-step instructions. Many developers and WordPress enthusiasts recommend this plugin to reduce your web page's load time. You can also save up to 80% of your bandwidth thanks to its minify and compression technology. Number 4, A3 Lazy Load. Lazy loading images work great for helping speed up websites. Normally, when a visitor goes to your website, all your website files are downloaded so it can be viewed on your browser. However, with an A3 Lazy Load plugin, the files will only be downloaded when your visitor scrolls down the page. It works especially great for content-heavy sites, which have tons of images and videos.